Okay, guys, so this has been sitting here for about a week. I dread things like this, but I'm looking forward to it. So this is the Cricut Explorer 2 that I just recently picked up from HSN. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna get her set up. We'll do our first cuts, and then from there, I'll just be using it here and there to do different projects. So yeah, if I have links for it, they'll probably be to HSN because they had some good bundles. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Of course, you can find a Cricut Air 2, Explorer Air 2, pretty much anywhere. I mean, even in Walmart, I suppose they have them. Recently, even Cricut, what happened is they dropped the price on them, basically. So I think you can get them for roughly $179. At the time when I got this one, I had a coupon on HSN, so you know HSN will do the same price, but they'll include extra things. So I'll show you what's in there. So I got it for like $159, and then of course I think it had reduced shipping because I think it was right around Craft Day. So it wasn't bad. Like for me, I was happy to do that. You know, I have the Explorer. I've been using Cricut since they were selling them on the TV. So I have the Create. I have a couple Creates because I would buy it and then I would get rid of it. I have my original, but it was so cute. And then, oh, it's so small, I don't need it. And then I would order, you know, I got the Expressions. So when I got the Expressions, I would sell my Create. But then, oh, I felt bad, so I bought another Create. I had the Cricut Cakes. I had the Imagine, the Explorer. Air. Apparently, I didn't get the Explorer. I don't think. If I did, I might have sold it. I've had so many machines. It's ridiculous. I've sold off a few of them, but I still have my original Create, my Expressions, which I love. That's the one I still go back to, and I use my Gypsy with it because, fingers crossed, my Gypsy still works really well. And if you don't know what the Gypsy is, it was just like a little handheld thing. Basically, before Design Space, before you would hook it up to an iPad, you had your Gypsy. It was a $300 machine, a little handheld thing. And I think that's another reason why it was like, woo, people were like, this is, I think it was $300, maybe two. I feel like it was $299. But anyway, I love it. I love that thing. And I still use it. But this one I picked up because it's a pretty new color. I know I have my Explorer Air, and then I had mentioned that it doesn't have Bluetooth. The whole thing with Explorer Air is that it does have Bluetooth because the Explorer did not have Bluetooth built in, and then you can plug it in. You can still plug any of these in, but this one has a Bluetooth, so I'll set all that up. I know it's not for everyone. That's the reason I don't even use my other one, because I like to use my cartridges, and I have my little thing I push if I don't use my Gypsy, you know, the little mats they used to have. But you know what? They're never going to go back to that. So it's like, if you're going to do this, we got to move forward. I did pick up another Joy, even though I returned the first one because it drove me nuts. And I feel so bad because people leave comments asking questions about it. They're like, help, you know, I messed up the settings, or this thing's not working. I changed whatever, but now it's cutting really deep instead of not cutting deep enough. And I don't know. I don't have answers because I returned it. So whatever problems I had with it are pretty much the same problems I hear from people asking about it. So I did pick up another Joy, really to kind of figure it out, but at the same time, there's only so much we can do. But for today, we're looking at the Explorer 2. I picked up in Mint, and like I said, so the price is reduced everywhere. It's like $179, and then you might find it on sale for less than that. Usually, they don't really change the prices. And then, of course, the maker. I've never picked up a maker. I probably won't get a maker because I'm just not into it that much. But I do like using my Cricuts. I don't know. I feel like dies just get that nice rounded edge, and I'm really into my dies. But you know, it's old as new, right? Because like I used to have the dies, then I went to Cricut, all Cricut, and then I went back to dies, and so it's what you like, you know. So let's get this at my table, and we'll get her open. Okay, so we're at my dining room table. There might be kids' homework and crumbs and things everywhere, but that's okay. I try to clean up a little bit, but I live here, and it's lived in. Okay, I'm gonna open this box. Super dirty box because of course it came from, you know, it's just, I mean, my hands, I was like, oh, these sleeves. Oh well. All right, let's open it up. Yeah. Oh, good. I think I've ordered machines before where it's just in a box like this and that's it, but at least they have it in a pretty box. So I like to keep my pretty box. I keep all these boxes in the garage, never to be used again, but you know how we are. Gotta keep it. I'm gonna slide this out of here. This thing is heavy, so I guess you don't have to take the box away from the other box if you don't want to. I'm going to slide this out, okay? I'll be right back. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that. I love the packaging. Open it this way too. There's the front. And it says up to 2 times faster cutting. Oh, that's right. So, why would I go up from an Explorer Air to an Explorer 2? Well, first of all, because I want to do this. Just make videos for you guys. But supposedly it cuts faster. The other one also still has the smart cut technology too, or whatever they call it. But here we go. Whenever you order a machine, you guys, okay, this one's already cut open, so hopefully it wasn't something somebody returned, but they usually do as is if that's the case. But anyway, please open, especially with HSN, because you have the 30 days to return. Unless you bought like a warranty, then you have some other time, you know, they might replace it or something like that. But just open it up and make sure the thing works. I didn't do that with my last Joy, and I should have, especially knowing the Joy has its little hiccups, you know. But oh well, I'm stuck with it now. I'll have to deal with like Cricut themselves if there's an issue. But this one happened to come with vinyl, which I don't really use. I know a lot of you guys use it, you love it. I mean, I'll try it out maybe because I have it here, but it's basically Anna Griffin vinyls, I guess. This one's just a gold. And then this one is the Anna Griffin one, Juliet sampler. Oh, look what they put on their phone. You guys know I just bought a clear phone too, a clear phone case. Anyway, really pretty designs in this one. Maybe you can see a little bit here, but not really. But it's like Juliet papers. And then the transfer tape that you need to pick up your vinyl, you know what I'm saying, to get it going. So it's not something you're going to touch with your fingers and have it all gangly and everything. So you have that. We have the light grip mat. That's the other thing that kind of drives me nuts is like they're always changing up their mats. This looks more like the standard one. I have tons of the one that go with the Cricut Cake, the Explorer, Explorer is this one, the Create, all those different things. And they used to be that you could kind of swap them in between each other. The only one that was really picky was the Imagine, right? Because it had the little markers. Oopsie. Well, there goes that. Cool. This one has a little weeder. Yeah, just a little thing. I have tons of sets from all the other machines I've picked up where I'm like, oh, I need the new accessory set for it. So this is what everybody gets though right here. So what I first showed you was kind of more of a bundle deal. We'll open this up. But basically this is going to give you like little samples of things. That way you can try cutting some stuff. Which of course for me is normally cardstock. I don't really get too fancy with these things. Okay, welcome. You got this and you got us. Oh, the other thing is I just picked up a new computer. It is a Mac, but it's basically the same thing. So I will have to download the program onto that Mac. So we're basically starting off like if I've never used it before, but I have my own Cricut account. I've had it for, you know, probably 15 years or whatever. So anyhow, so we'll talk about that. But it does tell you want to go to Cricut.com for different questions or whatever you might want to troubleshoot. Let's get started. Unleash this beauty. All right. Plug in and power on your fabulous new Cricut machine. Get connected. That's the other part I have never done with it. So go to Cricut.com to set up. We'll walk you through every step. Make a little something. Let's see, that's number 3. During setup, we'll make a practice project with materials in the box. Okay, and 4, bookmark this page. So this also happened with my other Explorer. Same thing, they kind of walk you through some stuff. The Joy, right? We cut a few things that they walk you through with the things you have here. So I will keep this here. This is a welcome book, it says. And it just has some inspo. How cute is that, the little felt? Yeah, we're talking about the fonts, and I know we need to get stuff like this. I need to get a scoring tool, apparently. I don't have it. And these pens are different from the Joy pens, is what people complain about, because it's like, why aren't they just the same? Maybe there's people that have tried them out and it still works. I don't know. That's what I've heard. Again, I don't get too technical. I just use it and see what happens. So it does come with a little piece of blue paper, very generous. A piece of scrapbook paper is really thin. Another little piece of black cardstock, some warranty info, and a piece of white cardstock. At least the Joy, they give you vinyl and other things like that. All right. Okay. I'm going to drop this thing right away. Here we go. Come on, baby. All right. Oh, okay, cool. Well, so the things I'm showing you are pretty much the basic stuff. So here's my machine, and then there's, you know, my computer there. Kid slime. At the very base, obviously you're going to see it once you pick everything up. Sorry, right in here. We have a marker or a pen. That's nice. Because honestly, I have ones for the Joy, but I didn't have any for this one. Actually, I have tons of sets. Back in the day, you guys remember they were like these little markers like this? for my other machines. But anyway, and I never use them, so I already know how that's gonna go. Okay, oopsie. So like I said, we do have USB to machine cords. I suppose that's if you don't have internet, maybe, but I think they use Design Space on internet, I don't know. Either way, you have this to interface with the machine, but otherwise you have your Bluetooth, right? I guess if you, maybe if you're using something that doesn't have Bluetooth, which nowadays pretty much everything does, but look, my MacBook was my husband's, and then I was using it, it was about 11 years old, and it just stopped working one day, and I already told you guys about that, so that's why I bought a new one. My phone I've had for 6 years, and I just upgraded to a 12, an iPhone 12, and I know how I am. Yeah, I'm actually upset that this Air thing, or my new MacBook doesn't have any ports. It just has 2 USB-C weird little plugs, and then everything else is like, you Bluetooth it. I'm like, oh, because that kind of thing drives me nuts. So I get it. But this is what we have. So we have a cord, electrical cord, obviously, and then this thing. Let's move these to the side. Tortilla warmer, always there. All right, let's see. It says, keep it looking new, reuse this bag. What? Like, put it back on there? That's kind of weird. Keep it looking new, reuse this bag. The last time I got a bundle was an Anna Griffin bundle to my other Explorer. My Explorer Air is Anna Griffin. And it came with a red bag that you can carry it in, which I just keep it in basically because I hardly ever use it, so. All right. Oopsie. All right, let me see where we're at. Okay, you can see it pretty good. What else are we looking at? We're looking at some popcorn over there. Okay. So, remove. Let's remove this. She is well covered in lots of pretty things. And the way I am, I would leave all this stuff on here, but we're going to have to need, you know, turn the knobs and all that. So we're going to take those things off, even though I normally wouldn't. So I'm going to go and remove this stuff because it sounds horrible. I'm going to take this off of both sides and I'll be right back. Okay, so I took those things off. What usually happens is you press open and it unlatches. You can open it without being plugged in. And then these are the last couple things I need to remove. I'm not going to mess with this at all. The blades is already there. If I want to pop in that pen or that marker, if that's something they're going to have us do, I will do that later. Right now I'm not messing with it. It does have little onboard areas that you can put like that weeding tool or your little different blades or whatever else that you might have that you want to pop in here. It has a nice little cup holder here. No, it's not a cup holder, but it's just for your tools, right? You can put things in here. It still has so that you can interface with your cartridges. So if you have your cartridges, you can pop them in here. You can also pretty much load your cartridges to the Design Space. I have them both ways. I have tons and tons of just regular cartridges, and then I have them also loaded to Design Space because of the Gypsy. Back in the day, you would use that as an interface. It would go to the Gypsy and then to, it was just weird. So all those are pretty much loaded in Design Space, and then whatever Cricut gives you for free will be in your Design Space. Whatever you want to buy is there. I know recently there was some kind of hubbub that the guy was gonna, and I say the guy because I guess the owner, he's a man, was gonna start charging like 10 or 20 bucks, like after using Design Space 20 bucks for the month, 20 times or something like that, or 10 times a month, then you pay to use it. Something weird, and I guess people were just like, what? And I don't know if that means just your own designs, like your own stuff, or just using it in general, I guess, which is crazy. So they took that back because clearly people were like, no. They even put together a what's that thing where you do like a petition and then it goes to like the White House. So it's like I forget what it's called, but anyway, to do, you know, to complain about it. So you guys were on it and they took it back real quick. So all right, let's real quickly. Supposedly number 1 said to plug it in, right? This is the good stuff, guys. This shouldn't take that long. I mean, honestly, there's always going to be hiccups with whatever you have. Maybe your program, maybe something with your computer or those kind of things. But we're just going to go through it and hopefully everything's okay. So plug in and power on your fabulous new Cricut machine. So make sure you take all those things away because you don't want anything blocking this from doing this little kind of stuff. So I'm going to unwrap this, but if you only need a little bit of it or not, I honestly don't know where I'm going to put this. I have a closet full of my Cricuts. But I want to keep it out, so I think to use it more often. I do have a place where I have my shop box by a window, and it's facing the window the wrong way, so I think I'm going to take the shop box upstairs, so when I take pictures, hopefully they'll come out better, and face it towards the northern exposure. I can't remember. Who cares? But to face it a certain way. And then I'll put this in the position where the shot box was, right? But let's see here. Where is the plug? All right in the back there's a plug. There's also the USB plug part. It's not a USB. It's more like a sewing machine port in the back. You have sewing machines, a lot of times they look like this. I don't know where I'm... You see that? It's more of a square. And a lot of my sewing machines have that same kind of port. So I've been able to use my Cricut plugs with my sewing machines, which is kind of nice if I misplace my plug. I'm going to plug this in just to the wall here. Oh, did my lights flicker? I feel like my lights flickered when I plug that in. All right, turn it on. No? All right, let's see what's going on here. There it goes. I guess I pressed it too quickly. She's a pretty color. So this one's mint. I think they have lavender and like a light blue. I'm sure they're always switching out the colors, but so I'm used to this thing moving around more, like back in the day, but that's okay. All right, that was number 1. Number 2 says just go to Cricut.com/setup. We'll walk you through every step. All right, I'm going to move this a little bit, bring my computer, change the angle of this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so our machine is on. I'm on Cricut.com/setup. Press enter there. Okay, design space for Mac. Like I said, I haven't put this on this computer yet because it's new. So I'm just going to say I agree to their terms and I'm going to agree and then I'm going to download. Obviously it didn't do anything, so here we go. Yes, I want to allow it. And I'm going to let that do its thing. Of course, whatever computer you have, if this is the first time you've downloaded this, you're brand new to Cricut, then go ahead and download it. Oh, who's here? You know what? That's a good time for me to pause because it's going to download anyway. It's going to take a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, so it just finished downloading. Now, whenever I get to this part in a video, it's hard for me to like, oh, I'm just going to open this up and do whatever because, I have other personal things and we just finished up our taxes. I don't know what's going to show up, okay? So it does say, if you want to start, you need to go to your downloads folder, double click the file name Cricut Design Space install.dmg and then follow your prompts. Of course, just like anything else you download. So however you download things on your computer, if it's a Mac, PC, whatever, just do it that way, okay? So I will be right back. I'm gonna go to my downloads and open it up. Okay, it's definitely there with some other information, but since it's just words, I don't mind pulling this up right quick. So I just double clicked on the download there for that and I just want to install. I don't know. I'm just going to say, yeah, sure, install. I double clicked on that face, not the app. And I guess I'll use my finger. See, fancy, you guys. Woo! All right, now we're in it. Okay, so I'm going to let this come up and I'll show you whatever the next screen shows. Okay, so all I did was double click on this because it wasn't doing anything. I just double clicked it again. It says Cricut Design Space is downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? Yes, I suppose I trust them. I got rid of whatever was behind the other thing that was basically having all my downloads open. Looks like it's going to take a while. Bouncing, thinking, opening. Invalid launch path. Please move Cricut Design Space to your applications folder. Okay. So, how do we do that? Do I actually have to physically do that? Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, this is why, honestly, I don't use Macs very often. Because I don't like it. I feel like PCs are more intuitive. But let me figure out how I have to move Design Space to my app folder and I'll be right back. I'm telling you, you guys saw I moved it. I don't know if that made a difference or not because earlier when I had looked to see if I can open applications like I hear, that's the App Store. But anyway, just applications, the Design Space was not there. But as you can see, the installs here, I'll throw that away in a while because I don't need to keep it. But I went to my Finder and I clicked on... I went to my... Finder, like I said, and I clicked on applications and oh, it's there now, lo and behold. But it wasn't there before, so I don't know if just what I did when I moved it over worked or not, but now I'm going to double click it. Oh my goodness. Yes, open it. You guys always tell me, oh, you're so patient. I am not. This already bothers me. So anyway, let me just, hopefully it'll start opening up now. Yes, that's much better. Okay. Checking for updates, all these things that have to be done. Now, it does say product setup. I have a sign in. So I don't, you know, why are we doing product setup separately from signing in first, but whatever. I'm going to follow those little numbers that were on those papers, right? And it said to turn it on and follow the prompts. Because it was easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, you guys. Unleash his beauty. 2, get connected. We'll walk you through every step. And then 4, 3 is make a little something. So I'll just click product setup. And we want to do smart cutting machine. And we have the Cricut Explore flag. Oh, look at that. They have a picture of my baby right here. I'm just kidding. There's that. Create a Cricut ID. Oh, okay. Well, let me sign in. I have a sign in. So I'm going to click on sign in. So I put in my information because I already have an account. If you don't have an account, you're going to walk through and put all your name and information, all that kind of stuff, whatever they need. It says to clear at least 10 inches behind you, which is fine. Oh, you know, I always wondered about that. I'm like, how much space do you actually need behind it? Because it shoots it out the back, obviously, depending on where it needs to cut. It says about 10 inches, so that's good information to know. Just a refresher for me. What else? Plug Cricut Explore family into wall outlet and power on, which we've already done. And yes, it tells me that I was just delivered a package from HSN, which I was. Use included USB cord to connect your Cricut Explore family to this computer. That's interesting. Sorry about that. My husband decided it was a good time to FaceTime, which is normally true, but right now I'm already getting frustrated, you guys. And we'll get past it and it'll be fine. Why can't it just find it on Bluetooth right now? I don't know. This is what I was just telling you guys though. Okay, we have this cord. This thing only has these 2 things on the side, which, oh, yay. So what's funny about that is that literally yesterday I went and bought this at Best Buy. And it was not cheap. And it kind of bothered me that I have to buy this to interact with my computer. You know, saying like, could they have just at least put one like SD slot? They're not even big, you know, but no, they're like, no, you can go and buy something extra even though this computer was not inexpensive, you know. Those kind of things drive me nuts. So I'm gonna unplug this just like they said and plug it to my computer, but I'm gonna use this fancy thing which I have not used yet. And actually I don't, so it depends on your machine. Obviously this is extra information, but if you need something like this, you're gonna have to have something like this because otherwise you're not gonna be able to interact with your Cricut, at least the way they're asking for it right now, which makes no sense. So it still has the 2 ports, the USB-C, it has a SD for the mini, it has the regular, and then it has USB ports. I can plug it in just like this into my computer, or I can use this guy to then go to the computer if I feel more comfortable that way, and I think I do feel more comfortable that way because right now I don't really want to connect this on here. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's see what happens. Okay, we got that there. And then it says, connect to computer. All right, where's my cord? So see, I'm telling you. All right, I'm gonna put this in the back of the machine, basically where I showed you guys earlier. Yeah, I know, I remember one time I was using my embroidery machine, I could not find this cord, and I was like, I think the Cricut has the same one, so I was able to use the Cricut cord, which was great. And then now, plug it into here. Ay, ay, ay. The Cricut is still on from earlier, right? So we should be okay there. And if this thing is plugged in correctly, I guess we'll go. I don't know if it knows that or not because it's not letting me continue. So let me use USB cord to connect. Okay. You know what? It's not finding it. So I'm going to mess with my computer. It might be that this isn't close enough because I left that little guard on here. So let me mess with this. I'll be right back. I am telling you. So all I did was just turn this off and powered it back on. I just turned it off, powered it back on. And this happened earlier too, if you guys remember the last video I did with the cut file that Diane Press put out. So it's fine. It wasn't even this, the problem wasn't even with my plug. It was like, I don't know. But did they not tell you to turn it on in step 1 to plug it in, turn it on or whatever? Oh, yeah. Okay. It looks like this device is already connected in a different window. Oh, yeah. Which it wasn't, right? But let's just click retry. And here it is. So, in all honesty, earlier I wasn't moving it like this to see about if it was doing any of this because I didn't know that that was down in there. But it wasn't letting me continue either, so obviously there was a problem. So, Air to USB, it's still thinking about it. There it goes. Yep, see? And if it would have done that earlier, I didn't have to actually see these images. It would have just let me see it continue. So now we're going to continue. Let's get to the latest and greatest features. Okay, first thing, update. So I'm going to click update and I'll be back. Okay, so the update was already ready to go. It says no updates. So if you buy a used one, you're going to do the same steps, and maybe there is an update, you know, depending on how old the machine is. Since this is a newer one, I'm going to angle this down because I know it's going to show my email in the next thing. And not that people don't know my email, but I have a few of them. So I'm just going to press next. And all it's saying is to register your machine. Add Explorer to your Cricut ID, which I've already done, right? Because I already signed in. So I'm just going to say agree to Cricut terms of use. And I'm just going to register. So it says success. Your Explorer is registered and set up. So I'm just gonna say next. And you see there's always these little hiccups, you know, I mean, it's what it is. I'm not paying for anything, so I'm not gonna have a free trial. I don't care. I don't wanna come back in 30 days and tell them no or whenever it is. I'm good. So I'm just gonna click no thanks, but you know, whatever you like to do. Look up now shows personalized suggestions from web iTunes. I don't know, thank you. I don't know why that came up. Let's test the cut. These are the exact same cuts that they did with the Joy. And I think I did the crown last time, so let's do the flower. So let's say next. Again, our machine is still on. For this test cut, turn the dial to cardstock. You know what? I'll just show you what's here. And it is already on cardstock, but let's say it was on light cardstock or iron-on. So let's turn it to cardstock. Kind of weird. Oh, I would say as I'm moving it, it knew what I did, so it moved on to the next thing. It says step 1, place small cardstock on the top left corner of the mat. And you know they gave us those little cardstocks, so I guess I'll use one of those. And for the flower, let's use the blue, I suppose. Oopsie. So I'm just taking this carrier off of this. Yeah, I don't know how much info everyone needs. I mean, that's pretty basic, but we have our mat. You can load the mat however you like. If you look at it, it's exactly the same. This one has that little hole, you know, where they hang it from at the store. Light grip, Cricut, light grip, Cricut. It doesn't really matter. I always just tend to use it with this going forward. So that's me. I'm gonna take that light blue piece of cardstock. It is textured on one side and soft on the other. So I'll just place it where they said in this top corner. Normally, if you're just designing something, you can mess around with the sizing and all that, but okay. So we have this. I feel like I need to back out a little bit. Sorry, guys. Obviously, you're gonna follow what the computer says. I'm just gonna press the next little button here. Let me see if we can, there. I'll click this guy. Confirm the blade is set in place in clamp B. I hope so. It's how it came, and I'm not gonna mess with it. I mean, I guess you could just open it up, but it's there. It's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna click next on my screen. Push mat up under guides toward the rollers. So what they're talking about is this little area here. Sorry, I know I'd have it real high tech here, and that little area there. So you're gonna take your mat, sorry, wanting to come off, and push it underneath those, right? Just make sure it's holding them there. And then the next thing, it says press the flashing load and unload button. This is hard for me to do. See that little flashy button? Hopefully you see. I'm gonna press it and it just takes it in and sounds like a dream, nice and quiet. Press the flashing go button on the machine, which is this one. And this happens even if you're just doing your own thing. It'll be the exact same order. And now it says cut in progress. And this is doing this thing, and hopefully I don't have anything behind it. Oh, that's nice. It's not even anywhere close to... I'm telling you, you guys. Oh, do you see where it's cutting? Where did it tell us to put the paper? Up in that top left, right? And it is doing its thing and not even. This is so dumb. Okay, I don't really care, to be honest. As far as this part, it's just scratching up the mat, basically. Is all it's gonna do right now. I'm telling you. This is what I'm saying. Why can't these just be intuitive or or correct? I might as well cancel it, to be honest, but whatever. I don't even see where you do that on here. Oh, I can pause it, I guess. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna press pause because what's the point? And then back over here it says choose an option below. Resume or cancel. I want to cancel it. That was ridiculous. Press the download button to cancel cut. Okay. Well, there we go. You have to hold it down forever? Okay. I'm holding it. It's not doing anything. Yeah, you guys. Press the unload button to cancel a cut. Well, I'm still gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to turn this off. And why am I still plugged in? Why am I not airing, right? Let's turn this back on. Let's spit this out. Yep, there it goes. Now it's resetting itself. And it didn't do much. I mean, obviously it cuts into the map, but not like completely deeply. I don't even see anything. I wonder if it's even cutting. This is the kind of thing I'm telling you, it drives me insane. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just make a cut. And let's just, I'm gonna press the unload map button over here. It went back to its stationary thing, but this is still doing this. Oh my goodness. Okay, done with this. I'm gonna quit. And I'm going to come back. And we'll just start over and do our own thing. Setup is done. What's new? Insert card sizes, project collections, offset, video tutorials. All right, project search and all this other stuff. Okay, so let's just say done. Okay, I am going to, oopsie. Just say new project. And I want to do the air part of it. Let me go into my settings. I'm going to turn on my Bluetooth. And no, that's not what I'm going to do. Honestly, I have no idea. Let me turn on the Bluetooth anyway. Why did it have me connect? Okay, so it's saying Cricut Air is here. And I'm going to say connect. And I'm going to unplug this. Right? I'm going to unplug the USB part of it. Because it shouldn't need that. That's the whole point. Correct? So weird. Okay. So it's connecting, it says. So let's see. My Cricut is still on, obviously. Okay. Couldn't connect to... I'm gonna show Bluetooth and menu bar for now. It's off. Let's connect it again. Okay, now it's connected. I'm telling you. You guys, I don't want to turn you guys off from these things. I'm just showing you sometimes it is this painful, you know? All right, so I'm just gonna get out of there because now it's connected by Bluetooth. I have no idea how. I guess this thing is always just putting out a signal when it turns on because there's no on or off that I see. So whatever. Let's just say we're going to cut, what do I want to do? Shapes? No, I don't care about that. Projects, images, let's go with images. And again, you can search all kinds of ways. I probably should have done screen capture for this, but to be honest, I don't like the way my screen capture does with my sound, so I don't want to do that. But what do we want? Let's do a flower again, even though that first one, I don't know what that was doing. You guys saw, it's not me. It said to put it in the top corner, a small piece of paper. I used what they gave us and the thing was like completely wrong. Some of these things are purchased, like I've had them. Other things are, oh, look at this pretty one. I think this is from Alphalicious. It might tell you, maybe not. But some of them will say they cost money. You can also sort, like, I don't want to see the ones that you're trying to sell me. I want to just see the ones I have. So you can click on ownership over here. You can click on the types of material that you can cut with it. You can click on brand, project type. There's lots of different things. So for me, I think, look at all these cute things. I'm telling you, but you know, I mean, I literally have millions. I mean, as far as my own cartridges, I had several hundred, if not, you know, pushing it more than that. Let's try this guy. And then I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click on Insert Images. I'm going to be bleeping and all kinds of things. Blurring, should I say. Let's see here. It's still in that same top corner. And this is 4 inches by 5 1/4 is what it looks like a card front. And this is 3 by, you know, 3.3 by 3 by 11, 11 or whatever. So I'll just cut this one. And it has basic. I'm not doing anything fancy. This is just to set it up, guys. So I'm gonna click make it. It's gonna bring it over here, and I can see that this is where it is on my mat. If I wanted it somewhere else, you can move it to somewhere else. I love this kind of thing. I used to always do my quilt, right? And I showed you guys in the Joy how to do that too. Like, let's say we had several cuts, and you can move it around to, you know, have like all the colors of paper that you need on here in certain quadrants, and then just move the cuts around to where you want them, and then cut it. So for right now, I do want it in this top corner, right? Because that's where we have our paper, and I'm pretty sure it'll cut well there. So I'm gonna click continue. And I could have already loaded my mat at this point. It's gonna ask me to do that anyway. To continue, please connect your Explorer. Your Explorer. Of course, we already did that. And it's gonna do it again, or think about it again. It's not always this painful, I promise you, but sometimes it is. So I'm just showing you what this is showing me. And I know a lot of times people will leave comments like, and some people will be like, thank you so much, this is exactly what was happening, I didn't know what to do, or, you know. And that's why I show everything. If you want a smooth video, you know, make a smooth product, people. All right, so here we are, cardstock, 80 pound. I left it on cardstock, fine point blade. I can also click on fast mode, which I don't really care about, but let's go back over here. And again, we need to load this, and I'm so sorry, but you know what? That's their system, it's not me. All right, we're gonna place it in here again in those guides. We're gonna press to load it. And now I unloaded from before. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's load it. It's still thinking about the previous cuts. And now we're just gonna press this button. And it says it's preparing. The machine was still upset with me that, you know, last time. All right, here we go. This is not a very big cut, 3 inches square about. I still have it on cardstock. I probably put it on light cardstock, to be honest. This cardstock wasn't like the highest quality ever. It is not cutting anything. You see that? I'm gonna let it finish. And then I'm gonna see about this blade. Maybe there's something funky going on with it. And people say, why don't you watch a video first? Because. Ew, there's grease on there. It should just be doing its thing. I've never had one not cut. That is kind of weird. So there's gotta be something. Maybe I don't have that blade housing in deep enough. Okay, right now you would unload the mat, which I'm gonna go ahead and do just to finish that off. We'll cut it again once we figure out what is going on here. You guys, I'm just already like done. Okay, let's open this up. Yep, that's what it was. It was way too far out. And it told me, okay, so that was me, that was on me. I did open it, it didn't fall, but this time when I opened it, it fell down. All right, now we're good, you guys. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and press to load the mat. So I just pressed the button just so it would bring it in, even though it's not, you know, it's lit now. And let's say I want to cut it again. It's thinking about, look at this thing. It's thinking about the Bluetooth connection. Ay. Okay. Yes, I want to do that again. But, all right, there we go. I'm gonna do it again. So I didn't have to do anything other than just wait for it. You can also say I want this many copies, that many copies, but that part doesn't honestly matter. So did you notice it did that last time? It didn't do that last time. It did it over here. So weird. Are we better now? Yes, we are better now. Okay, she's cutting, you guys. Oh, I wonder if that's what people are having problems with the Joy. I'm telling you, there's so many little things and persnickety little this and that, and I mean, I don't know. Obviously, you see what I used to be a pro with the old machines. I'm telling you that. All kinds of videos. That's all I worked with like close to my heart. Tons of, you know, cartridges that they had put out, and I would make all these tutorials on those. But this is just a whole new thing for me, and I'll get it. We'll get there. Again, this is not a video for an old pro. This is a video for someone who is completely lost and is brand new and sees the little things you might fall into. Hopefully I gave you some ideas. You know, push comes to shove, turn the thing off and just start over again. That's always worked for me. All right, it'll say it's done. I can click finish, or I can just leave it there if you want to do some more of the same thing, it'll take you back to your mat. And you can get rid of this, start something new. I mean, you can just undo from this point because I only did that one simple thing, but you can also just get rid of it, click on the X. And here, I'm gonna unload it. And let's see our little flower. This is an interesting one. It has fun things. Oh, come on. Light grip. Light grip. Not bad. Let's get this guy. So I'll continue trying to work with this thing. I'll, you know, I've been playing with it a little bit, designing my own little things. Look at this. So cute. And then I have all these little pieces that you can still work with or do paper piecing, right? Cut the next one out of a different color, then piece these pieces back inside there on your project or whatever. So cute little design. All right, guys, well, I'm set up now. And you guys are gonna have to hold me to it, making more videos. I will do the joy again. Woo! We'll see what happens with that one. Anyway, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that wasn't too much, but again, it is frustrating, and you can run into things, and maybe for some people it's super smooth. I don't know who, I've never heard that, but hey, maybe you'll be a lucky one. All right, guys, thanks for watching again. When you're done, you can just close it out just like you do any other app or any other thing. Turn this thing off. You can have this in another room. You know, you're designing on your couch, you're on your iPad, you're on whatever computer you like to use. So that is a good thing. I think with the Gypsy, you could also, you know, we would just play with it, use it, and then you would plug it into your machine and use it that way, interface that way. And this is why I left it sitting there for about a week, you guys. I was just like, I know it's going to be a little painful, but I think we're good. There's always something you can do. And there's always, hopefully, troubleshooting videos to help you guys out. And, you know, this is just how it is. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now. Y'all might wonder why I'm torturing myself like this, but I want to get back into scrapbooking. I used to love designing a whole page in the Gypsy and then sending it to cut. So hopefully we can get that going again. All right, guys. Bye now.